You may know that my bro crush, I have a man crush, I have a bro crush, Mr. Henry Cavill back there. I'm just a big fan of his work. I've only met the dude like twice. Super nice guy, totally nice guy, but I'm a big fan of his work. Love him as Superman. Love him in Witcher. I loved him in Man from U.N.C.L.E. I loved him in The Tudors. I just think the dude's fantastic. Be a great choice for the new James Bond, in case you're watching Barbara Broccoli. He would be a great new James Bond. Anyway, we talked yesterday about the fact that he was talking at length a lot about coming back as Superman. That the cape is still in the closet. He repeated that again. He really wants to come back. And he laid out all this character journey that he feels they still need to do. And he talked all about what it would be exactly that they would do if he were to come back as Superman. And all that was great. And I personally think he's kind of giving a little hint, but maybe there's behind the scenes stuff. He talked about how, look, guys, there's nothing stopping us from having multiple Supermen running at the same time. Of course, referencing the J.J. Abrams Superman, the Michael B. Jordan Superman, and him saying, look, ain't nothing stopping us from having several Supermen running around and all that kind of stuff. Well, what happens then, though, if good old Henry, Big H, is not going to come back as Superman? Well, the question was posed to him, and he kind of threw out there, well, you know what? There is a character over at Marvel that I would love to play in the form of Captain Britain. By the way, I love this image that somebody made. That's fantastic. I would love to come over to the MCU and play Captain Britain. Now, this comes us from the folks over at MovieWeb, but Henry Cavill said the following. He says, I am never going to say a Marvel character who is already, like when asked which character would you want to play over there, he says, I'm never going to say a Marvel character that is already being played by somebody else because everyone is doing such an amazing job over at Marvel. However, I have the internet and I have seen the various rumors about Captain Britain, and that would be loads of fun to do. A cool modernized version of that Captain Britain, like the way they modernized Captain America. There's something fun about that, and I do love being British. And in case all you've ever seen is Henry Cavill as Superman, you may not know he is very much a British accent and stuff like that. So anyway, if you don't know a lot about Captain Britain, let's read a little bit of this here. Captain Britain, as he sounds, represents the UK in the same way that Captain America serves the United States. The superhero was created by Alan Moore and Alan Davis, first appearing in Captain Britain Weekly #1 in 1976 from Marvel Comics. In the comic book lore, he is given superpowers by the magician Merlyn to uphold the laws of Britain. He has appeared in animated Marvel shows and video games, but has yet to show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe on the big screen. So there's a little bit about that. No super soldier serum. Kind of like Shazam, kind of gets his powers from the wizard Merlyn. All right, what do I think about this? Here's the thing. I love Henry Cavill. The dude can play anything as far as I'm concerned. All right. Could I see him being Captain Britain? Well, in a different reality, maybe. In a different reality, maybe. In a world where Henry Cavill had not already played Superman and is already most well known playing Superman, then I would say absolutely, what a great choice. I mean, let's look at that pic again. Look at that picture. That looks fantastic. That looks great. But that's in a world where he hadn't already played Superman. And I say this as somebody who is a big fan of Henry Cavill. I don't think he should be, not only not Captain Britain, I don't think he should be in the MCU at all. Because, you know, let me pull out a sports analogy here. Let me pull out a sporting analogy. In sports, you know, sometimes there's a free agent, but they've got a lot of drama surrounding them. And a team will say, we're hesitant to bring that player in because we don't want it to be a distraction. We don't want the circus that's going to come along with it if we have him come in here. I remember when Tim Tebow was still playing, there was a number of teams that, even though Tim Tebow could play, a lot of teams are hesitant because as soon as Tim Tebow shows up, it's just a media circus and it's a distraction to the team and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of unfortunate for Tim Tebow, but I mean, it was kind of part of the reality. I'm not saying that Henry Cavill has negative drama following him around. I'm not saying Henry Cavill brings a circus with him. I'm not saying Henry Cavill himself is a problem, not in the least. But if Henry Cavill were to suddenly play a character like, say, Captain Britain, that's going to be a circus, man. That's all anybody's going to be talking about. Not Henry Cavill playing Captain Britain, but that Henry Cavill left DC. Henry Cavill, DC Superman. Henry Cavill, DC's golden boy, is now over here at Marvel. And I just don't think that Cavill would want a part of that drama. And I honestly don't think Marvel would want a part of that drama either. Because what's going to happen? Let's say they do Captain Britain with Henry Cavill. Are they really going to want the avalanche of public discussion as, oh, well, his Superman was better. His Superman was better. I mean, Marvel, I don't think they would want that. So I love Henry Cavill. I do want him back as Superman, but I just don't see Kevin Feige wanting to bring, even though he's super talented and otherwise would love to have him, but I just can't see Kevin Feige wanting to invite that kind of circus and drama that was no fault of Henry Cavill's over into the MCU. I'm not sure, but that's just kind of my take on that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about these comments that, hey, look, I would be totally open to going over to Marvel and playing Captain Britain. He's a great character. He's this, this, and this. I don't know. Could you see that happening? Do you think Kevin Feige would want to have that kind of media circus coming over and risk the comparisons and all that kind of stuff? Is this something that you even think has a possibility of happening? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.